So, what are we talking about today, Doc?
We're talking about the 2014 midterm election. The national election, the state election, and the local. Yes.
Well, let's get started.
Let's get started. So the most important thing that I want to put on the video tonight, because I don't read enough mess in the newspaper, on Facebook and social media, that my people, African Americans, still don't get it. But I still want to send this message out to the Democratic Party. Democratic Party, the reason why you didn't get the votes from the African American community, because you're not paying us. Now don't get it wrong that you have to pay by our votes. What I'm saying, you don't bring any prosperity to our community during election time. You spend very little money with the media. That's something you can check. Very little money. So if you're not spending much money with the African American mass media, that says a lot. Most of your districts, your campaign stations in different locations, and I'm talking about the state with Chris and Scott, that race was run by whites. You wanted African Americans to volunteer. See, something wrong with that picture. And I'm beginning to see that a lot in the Democratic Party. And I am a Democrat. That's right. I am a Democrat. A blue dog Democrat, but I am a Democrat. My point, what I'm making out to you today, the point, yeah, you are not bringing prosperity here. You are not coming to the grassroots activists in the community and let them work with the Democratic Party and pay them.
So let me understand, Doc. Are you saying that they're making the assumption that because we are legacy Democrats, that they can automatically count on our vote without coming to ask us how we feel or what our issues are or representing us in any way?
Right. But on that part, that's what your local supposed to do, and take that information back to the state, and the state supposed to take that to the national. But they're not doing that.
So there's a disconnect.
There's a big disconnect. Well, I mean, you got to understand what took place in 1964, when if that party gave you your right, if it was the Republican Party or the Democratic Party, would have made a difference, then you feel like you owe them something. They doing something for you.
But that was 50 years ago.
Yes, yes.
That's too long to even count.
Well, what happened is you still have your leadership from that time period still riding that train, because they still want those accolades. So they continue talking about what the Democrats have done for us as a people.
Well, it ain't like it's a proud thing to be on that train. I mean, look at the murder rate and our economy and the way our families are today. That's the kind of leadership we've had for the last 50 years.
You talking about just from the Democratic Party or the African American leadership?
Well, as Democrats, who we responsible for?
Democrats.
That's right.
Okay, so which I understand
let's sweep out our own house.
We first of all, we don't have a plan for our community.
Amen.
First of all, we don't control our dollars. That's one thing that you can vote. There's nothing wrong with voting. I want to put that out there. It's very important to vote. But you have the right to not to vote. That's what our people fought for. For you to have the right to vote, well, mainly not be denied. That's what it really was all about. That's the word. That's the underlying that word. So if you want to vote, you vote. If you don't, that's up to you. But nobody should look down on you and disrespect you and call you names because you don't vote.
So if you're not participating, you should know why.
Right.
Right.
Well, you have the right to not participate. That's America. You're an American.
You fought for the right to participate.
That's right.
Or not.
Or not. So, but the main point here is that the Democrats come in our community. They don't bring no money to our community during election time.
Well, no one does.
Well, the Republicans do. They got their way. They bring money in. They bring it into a lot of them churches. Them same ministers who say they are Democrat, but they undercover Republicans.
So the Republicans are investing in the neighborhood, and this is how we are getting the Democratic vote saturated or diluted.
Well, let me say this part. The Democrat way of promoting in the community or bringing money to the community through programs. But the people who run the programs are white. Now, Nothing wrong with that. Nothing against white folks. Ain't no reverse racism here. What's taking place is that you need to talk to the grassroots people in the community who've been on the front line. Because they don't make connections out here. But you need to pay them too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yes. Because the money circulates through the community over the weekend and you get it right back anyway. So add to the economy. But you come in here during election time, white, blacks, they don't give nothing to the community. Want us to volunteer. Because you know we Democrats and we're going to vote Democrat. But I guess our people had something to say this time.
Doc, you better wrap this up because it looked like you got a good meal in front of you.
Oh yes, this meal is all ready before I get down, as they say. Get all the way down. It's from Celeste Corner Kitchen, right here in Jacksonville, at 736 A Philip Randolph, on the east side. That's what I'm talking about with my people. Good food. And I'm gonna get down, but I'm not going to cut this short because I want to say this. Can nobody overlook us any longer? Whether you're Republican or Democrat or independent, you come to our community and want us, you pay us. You talk to the grassroots people, bring us to the table, and we can get it done. But we are no longer voting for party, we're voting for interests. What are our interests in our individual community? But overall, but to my people in the African American community, we need to stop begging for jobs, controlling our dollars, reinvesting in our families, our community, and ourselves, and then we'll be okay. It's just a little quick note. But my main reason why the Democrat lost, before you hit that button, you ain't paying your way. You have earned our respect for many years because we bought into integration and all that other stuff. And those great experiments did not work. It was a failure. But we need to get paid now. No more joking around. No more playing around. We need to get paid.
No more waiting.
Right. Stanley Scott for the African American Economic Recovery Think Tank. Thank you.